This is Billy the Weather Guy, and let's talk about misconceptions that people have about the weather. This is Billy the Weather Guy, and anyway, let's just get right to the forecast. Right now the temperature is 68 degrees. It is partly cloudy.
Billy the Weather Guy.
55 degrees tonight.
I also make a seasonal forecast.
Saturday high of 81, low of 66. Partly cloudy in the morning and cloudy in the afternoon.
Billy the Weather Guy. Last week I live streamed to keep you in the know, so you can better prepare for every possibility. That has been Billy the Weather Guy.
In the afternoon.
Tune in weekly.
Friday high of 60, low of 46. Rain all day. 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. And early in the video I said that it would rain shortly. Now it's starting to rain again, so. Anyway, I will see you Friday, so. Like this video if you thought it was good, subscribe if you want to see more, make sure the bell icon is on for notifications. I will see you Friday, and bye. So there are 5 misconceptions I want to talk about, but again, no particular order. This is just the order that I have. So, number 1, the UV index correlates to seasons and not temperatures. What I mean is, for example, in Anchorage, Alaska, it normally is 65 degrees in July, but the UV index is about 5. I'm saying if the temperature were 90, because sometimes it gets really hot, like 70s could happen, 80s is really uncommon, and 90s even more uncommon. But let's say it was 790 on July day in Anchorage. Does that mean the UV index is going to go from 5 to 9? Heck no. Again, you think it's seasons because when you're at a place in the summer, it is the highest UV index you can have during the summer months. But it can't go any higher just because of temperature. There's other factors, like elevation is another factor. There's others, but you can look into that with the link below. Okay, I think that's basically that one. Okay, so the next misconception I have for you is a common one. Forecasters are always wrong. We are always wrong. I mean, sometimes, I wouldn't want to say we are always wrong or we are always right, because it's sometimes. As time goes on, we get more right, but for example, they said it's going to rain today, and then it doesn't rain. Alright, I mean, maybe in your specific location, but maybe 5 miles to the north or east, it actually did rain. It just missed you, just by a little bit maybe, you know? So you can see on my screen, here's an example from Winter Storm Harper. Here's the alert you'll see. It said 6 to 10 inches of snow, and if you recall, earlier this year, it was January when this storm occurred. I did a live stream before, just before it was going to happen. So you could see by the forecast that I did during the storm, not live since I have no way of doing that. But anyway, it was 3 inches of snow that we actually ended up having. So sometimes, yeah, we are wrong. So also, the storm ended up moving further to the east than was forecast, and that's how we ended up with less snow, just because of a little bit of a movement, to the east or to the north, what have you. The storm ends up being a bit different, You can get from, you could say, a foot to nothing. Crazy. But again, still stay tuned to the meteorologist. Also, if you want, you can tune into me, of course. I will always try to give you the latest and the best that I could possibly give at that time. If I'm a bit off, or completely off, which I don't know how common that is. You can be the judge, I guess. But still stay tuned, of course. Also, I'm just trying to predict Mother Nature, and sometimes I get it wrong, but because that's just Mother Nature, That's just life. You can't always be right. Also, Mother Nature can do whatever she wants, She doesn't have to agree with my forecast. Just because I said 12 feet of snow, does Mother Nature have to comply? Of course not. I'm just trying to figure out what she's going to do next, But, of course, we don't know, so stay tuned. Alright, another misconception I have for you is the cone of the hurricane. People always get confused when they see this. They think that if you look at right in the middle of it, as you see in this example of Sandy, if you look right in the middle of it, that's where it's going to go. That's where the it's just a possibility. It's when you calculate all the models, That's the overall possibility of where it can go. Anywhere within there is where it should go. But not always the case. This is the actual track of Sandy as you see here. If you drew a line from exactly what the track I just showed you, it would be more northern New Jersey would have been affected, and it ended up being southern Jersey when it actually made landfall. So again, we could be a bit off. So don't just take that as exactly where the storm is going to go, right in through the middle. No, it's all the possibilities of where it could go. So. Okay. Finally, global warming isn't real. This is a big one. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you already know what I believe, that it's happening, and we are the cause of it somewhat, and there's also natural factors as well, but we're a chunk of it. So here's my example. Hurricane Lorenzo made landfall in Ireland as an ex-hurricane, then affected the UK, and then dissipated as it moved towards continental Europe. So it caused lots of problems. Thousands of power outages occurred. Winds were in the 60s. The highest wind gust was 66 miles per hour in Macehead, Galway. That was in Ireland, of course. So we saw waves around 40-foot waves near the center of the storm from a buoy 250 miles west of Macehead in Galway. So, pretty big storm with thousands of power outages. Can you believe it? This was an ex-hurricane, by the way. They don't get hurricanes, they get ex-hurricanes. So, or they were never a hurricane to begin with. So they were just tropical storms. But anyway, anywho. Also to mention, Lorenzo was a Category 5 hurricane. It smashed records, being the farthest north and east storm in the Atlantic Ocean. It was a Cat 5, like, whoa. And then it quickly, over time it weakened, but it did bring quite a wrath as an ex-hurricane to the British Isles. How could you reduce your emissions? Reduce, reuse, recycle, and if you can, drive an electric car. If not, hybrid works as well to lower your emissions. Of course, there are other things you can do, but you can find that out on the internet. So of course, like this video if you thought it was good. Subscribe if you want to see more. Make sure the bell icon is on for notification. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's different, and of course, it's filmed in a different location. I've never done anything like this. Kind of like a top 5, except it's not in any order really. Because I'm not really sure exactly what order would I put every single, number on this list. But anyway, bye. I'll see you Friday for your regularly scheduled programming.